So arithmetic progression is a series of numbers that have a common difference. For example, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. Okay, till 11, let me stop. So this is an arithmetic progression because the difference between any two numbers is how much? 2. Right. If you do the right side number minus the left side number, you will get the difference. So 5 minus 3 is 2. Same way do 7 minus 5, that's also 2. 9 minus 7, 2. So any two numbers, if you take the difference, you will get 2. That is an arithmetic progression. Is that everyone clear? What's an AP? Okay. Now let me give you another AP.
Can you explain that once again?
An arithmetic progression is a series of numbers which have a common difference. Okay.
Okay.
Difference here between any two consecutive numbers is always 2. Right. 3 minus,
Yes.
you have to do right side number minus the left side number. So 5 minus 3 is 2. 7 minus 5 is 2, and so on. Okay. I'll give you another arithmetic progression. 11, 14, 17. Now you tell me what's the next number in the series.
20.
20.
20.
Next,
23.
23.
23. So you understood the difference over here is how much? 3. Okay. All right. I'll give you one last one. 95, 90, 85. Next.
80.
Next.
80, 75, 76.
What is the difference over here?
5.
Minus 5.
No, minus 5.
Okay. The difference here is minus 5. Okay. So now let us look at the first progression again and learn some words, some alphabets that we use to represent different things. Okay. The first, by the way, the first term is called T1. Second term is called T2, T3, T4, T5, and so on. That is how we represent the terms T1, T2, T3, T4, and so on. Now, T1, the first term is specifically called as A. Okay, and the last term is called L. Okay, first term is represented by the alphabet A, and the last term is represented by L. And the difference between two of them is represented by the alphabet D. Okay, so A, D, L. These are the words we'll be using from now onwards. And also this number here, 1, 2, 3, and so on, they are represented with the alphabet N. So we can say nth term. Okay, so N is the number of the term. Is that clear? Okay, all of you write down this much. Write down the first progression only and write down this things.
I didn't understand this.
Wait. D is the common difference. You can take difference between any two consecutive terms. It will be the same.
And A?
A is the first term.
L is the last term.
L is the last term. N is the number of the term. So suppose if I want to find nth term or I want to find the fourth term. Okay, so we use that word N for that. Okay, for the next one, tell me what is A? A is 11. What is D?
11. Is 3.
Is 3.
Okay. What is L?
L is 23.
L is 23.
23. Now I can say like this, T2 is equal to dash. T2 is 14, right? T2 means the second term. T4 will be
17. Oh no, 20.
20. Do you understand, everyone, how we can represent the terms? Okay. The first question in your book Which of the following sequences are in arithmetic progression? So look at the first one. Is the first one an arithmetic progression? 2, 6, 10, 14?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
What is the common difference? 4. Okay, next one.
Minus.
So
Yes,
that is
minus 3.
because there's a common difference of minus 3. Next one.
No,
Four.
it's
Yeah,
not a
it's not an AP.
minus.
Difference is four.
Yes.
Difference is not common. It's changing every time. So this is not an AP. Clear, Aman? All right. Fourth one. Okay, it looks like an AP, 2, 3, 4, and so on. But this is the denominator. Remember, it's not the numerator. Okay, so let's check it out. Let's check if it is an AP. How do you check is? Check the difference between any two consecutive terms. So first we'll check the difference between the first and second. We'll do T2 minus T1. That means 1 upon 3 minus 1 upon 2. Okay, how much is that now? So make the denominator same. So denominator is 6 into 2 into 2, here into 3 into 3. So that is 2 minus 3 upon 6, which is minus 1 upon 6. Okay, so this is the difference between the first and second term. Now find T3 minus T2. So that's 1 upon 4 minus 1 upon 3. Okay, here what's the denominator? How to make it same? 12 is the denominator.
3 into 4.
So that is 3 minus 4 upon 12, which is minus 1 upon 12. Okay, look at the differences. Are they the same? The difference between first and second term is not the same as the difference between the second and the third term. So this is not an AP. Here? Okay, so even though it looks like an AP, it's the denominator. It's not the numerator. If the numerator was in a sequence, then it would have been an AP. Everyone clear of the first question? Okay, now coming back to the first AP that I've written here, 3, 5, 7, 9, and 11. Okay. Suppose I give you the first term. I'll give you the first term, A. A is 3. And I'll also give you the difference. The difference is 2. Using these two values, can you find the whole AP? I'll tell write on the AP. So what is T1, what is T2, what is T3, what is T4, and so on. Can you write the whole AP just using these two values? Okay. So what is T1? T1 is the first term which is represented by A. So that is 3. Next, what is T2?
5.
How we got 5?
The difference is equal to, so we have to add minus 2.
You added 2 to that first term. So that is 5. Next, what is the next term?
7.
Yeah, because 2. So you have to keep adding 2. And like this, you can get the whole AP, right? So using the A and B, you can get the whole AP, but you don't know how much you have to go. Okay. So if they tell you how many terms are there in the AP, then you'll know where to stop. Suppose I tell you the AP has 5 terms. So then you know, okay, 3, 5, 7, and then the last term will be 11. So these are 5 terms in the AP. Correct? So now let's make a formula to find the nth term, Tn. By just looking at these values, how we got this, can you figure out a formula to get? Okay, T1 is what? T1 is A. How do we get T2? A plus
A
D.
plus 2.
That is D, right? How do we get?
Yes.
T2 plus D.
A plus 3 plus
A plus D plus D. or a plus 2d?
2D.
Correct?
A plus
Yes.
two.
How do we get the fourth term then? A plus
A-
3. Are you figuring out a pattern to get
A
this?
plus 3.
You see? So how do you get the fifth term? A plus
A
4d. So same way if you want to get the the 10th term, T10 will be what? A
plus
9d. Did you all understand? Okay. So if you make an equation out of it, Tn would be A plus, if you're finding the 10th term, you need the 9. That means n minus 1 d. Right? If you want to find the nth term, you need to do A plus n minus 1 into d. Is everyone clear with this? How we got this equation? This is the first
Yeah.
form of this chapter.
n minus 1.
Can you tell someone else?
If n is 10, if n is 10, then you have to put A plus 10 minus 1. That's 9d, right?
Okay. Yes.
Clear, everyone? If you want to find, if n is 20, so T20 will be what? A plus 19. Okay? There are 3 formulas only in this chapter. This is the first one. Tn is equal to A plus n minus 1 into d. Just write down the formula.
I did not understand
Which part?
the formula.
Just memorize this formula. Tn is equal to A plus n minus 1 into d. Okay? I was just explaining how we got the formula. It's not needed. Just remember the formula.
Now, what if we get any number in minus?
You can apply that minus values also in the formula. We'll get the
So
progression.
D value will be minus.
Yeah, d can be in minus, a can be in minus, n will not be in minus because n is the nth term. No, the number of the term will not be negative. It will be positive. But everything else can be negative. A and d can be negative. Okay, I'll give you a and d now. You have to find a certain term. Okay, so say n is equal to 7 and d is equal to 6. Tell me what is the 14th term. So you have to find T14.
So the n value will be 14, no? There, n minus 1.
Yeah, in place of n, you have to put 14. 14 minus 1. 90. Okay, anyone else? Tell me what answer you
90?
90?
No.
97.
97. Okay, let's see. Everyone is getting some other number. Okay, what share those of you did? 91.
84.
84. Wow.
Anna, I got 80.
85. Okay, what share? So first you write the formula. Formula is Tn is equal to A plus n minus 1 in n minus 1 into d. Then you will write what you're finding. You're finding T14. So T14 is equal to A plus, or we can directly substitute the values here. Okay, so T14 is, or wait, let me write that, A plus 13d. Correct? T14 will be A plus 13d.
I got 120.
What, Amit?
120.
120 now. Okay. So what is A here? 7 plus 13 into 6. Okay, so 13 into 6, 7 plus, what is 13 into 6? 35, 65, 65, 75, 78. So 7 plus 78 is 85. Correct? Who all got 85? Only Anna got. What happened to the rest of you? What's the mistake?
I got 84 because instead of A, I took B in the last step.
Sir,
Hmm.
I did a first addition 70 plus 13 and then after that I multiplied into 6.
You will get the correct answer. 1 into 6 is 6. You didn't do that. What, Amit?
Anna,
I first did addition 7 plus 13, 20 into 6.
Bodmas, first multiplication, then addition. Gloria?
no, for n minus 1, that is supposed to be 14 minus 1. I did it. I added to both the numbers.
added
It
it.
got minus 15.
You have to minus. Okay. Is everyone clear on this?
Yeah.
Now,
I think it is a little different than yours.
okay. However you do it, it's just substitution. So you can do whichever method you want. Okay, but you should get the correct answers. Okay, do the question 4 from my book. Find the 24th term of the sequence, and they've given the sequence. They have not told what is A, what is D. You have to figure that out. Fourth one from here. Find the 24th term of the sequence. So A, those of you who didn't get A is, okay, A is 12, D is minus 2 here.
Yes, please.
So T24 will be A. So A plus 23D, right? So that is 12 plus 23 into,
I got minus 34.
yes, so 12 minus 46. That's minus 34. Okay. All right. So this is simple with integers. Now you'll have something like this with fraction. Okay. See,
Anna, how is got D as
D is the right side term minus the left side term. So 10 minus 12. That will be minus 2. Or 8 minus 10. Take any two consecutive terms and do right side minus left side. All right. So fifth question, you have fractions here. So you'll be dealing with fractions. And the sixth question, you have square roots. Yes, so you should be able to deal with that. And the seventh question, no numbers only. It's n and all that. Okay. So however the term is, you should be able to apply in this formula and find the nth term. Okay. So which one do you want to do? We'll do one of these. Fractions you should be able to do. You're in 10th. Sixth has square roots. You know how to do square root subtraction addition? Don't make it. We'll do that sixth one. Okay. So what is, let me ask you, what is root 3 plus root 3?
Root 6.
Root 6.
No, 2 root 3. Okay, you have to consider root 3 like x. So what is x plus x? 2x.
Yes.
So
Okay, root 3 plus root 3 is 2 root 3. Is that clear? So what is 5 root 3 minus 3 root 3?
2 root 3.
2 root 3.
Root 3.
Think of it as x term. Now what is, if you're multiplying, it's a different story. What will be root 3 into root 2?
Root 6.
Root 6. Okay, so when you're multiplying, you can put whole root and multiply the numbers. Addition, you can't do that. If it's root 3 plus root 2, then you can't add them. It's like unlike terms, you know, when you're adding x terms, if it's like terms only, you can add. So you can't add these two. Okay, so keep these rules in mind when you're doing any calculation with roots. Just write on this. Write on these 4 examples. Okay, do the 6th question next.
this difference of is 1, no, between them.
Not just 1. Okay, what is A? A is root 3, obviously. What is D here? It's root 3. Okay, so the first term in this progression is root 3 or 1 root 3. 1 root 3 and root 3 is the same. Okay, so if you subtract any two, if you want to subtract these two terms, okay, 3 root 3 minus 2 root 3 is 1 root 3 or root 3. Actually, this is quite easy. You don't even have to do the formula. You can just look at the terms and tell what's the 100th term. Anyone got it? What?
100 root 3.
Yes, 100 root 3. 1 root 3, 2 root 3, 3 root 3. So 100th term is what? 100 root 3.
100 root.
Anyway, if you're using the formula, T100 will be A plus 99D. Yeah? That is root 3 plus 99 into what is D? Root 3. So that's 1 root 3 plus 99 root 3, which is 100 root. Okay. Do this 9th question. Find the common difference and the 99th term of the arithmetic progression. So this is a little complicated mixed fraction. Okay, so do it.
First convert into proper fraction and then solve.
Yeah, first convert all mixed fractions into improper fractions. Then you find your A and you find your T. Then you find the 99th term. Okay, so those of you are not getting it, listen. 7 3 by 4. If you convert it into improper fraction, that will be 4 into 7, 28. 28 plus 3, 31 upon 4. Next one, 2 9s are 18 plus 1, 19 upon 2. Next, 44 plus 1, that's 45 upon 4. Okay. So A is the first term, which is 31 upon 4. And the difference, just subtract any two. So it's 19 upon 2 minus 31 upon 4. Make the denominator same by multiplying this into 2. So that is 38 minus 31 upon 4, which is 7 upon 4. Okay, that is your D. Okay, now we need to find the 99th term. So T99 would be A plus 98D. You have your values, just substitute 31 upon 4 plus 98 into D. D is 7 upon 4. Yeah. So let's cut. Will 98 go in 4 tables? No. So let's cut in 2 tables. 2 2s are 4, 2 4s are 8, carry 1, 2 9s are 18. Or let's not cut because the denominator is already 4. Okay, let's just multiply 98 into 7. 8 sevens are 56. 9 sevens are 63. 68. So that is 31 upon 4 plus 686 upon 4. So denominators are same. You add the numerators. What's the answer? 7. 8 plus 3, 1, carry 1. 717 upon 4. Now that is improper. Convert that to proper fraction.
Oh, no, it should be 7,115. 715.
8 sevens are 56. How?
The total 715 upon 4.
How 15? 31 plus 686, no?
Yes or no?
Then how is it 715?
Oh, sorry, Anna, I wrote 4 there.
Okay. 7, 6, 56.
You cannot cut it.
See, the top number is odd number, down is even number, so you can't cut. Like either 2 tables or 3 tables. That number is not there in 2 or 3 tables or 4. Okay, so 4 9s are 36, 1. So the answer is 179, 1 upon 4. Just check the answer in the book.
So 3 upon
179, 1 upon 4 is the answer.
yes, sir. That is also there. 179 upon 4. Correct.
Oh, that's a difference. They asked you 2 answers. What is the difference? Difference is 7 upon 4 or 1 3 upon 4. The 7 upon 4, if you convert it into improper, into mixed, it will be 1 3 upon 4. Okay, that's the difference.
Yes.
Anna, 179.25.
Yeah, 1 upon 4. All right, rejoin the meeting. It's getting over.
And if we write 7 upon 4 in the exam as the difference,
You won't get full mark. You have to write improper mixed fraction.
Means there are 20 terms, so n value will be 20.
Yes. Okay. So the same formula is modified as L is equal to a plus n minus 1 into t. If we take L in place of Tn, then n would be in the number of terms. Okay.
so now n will not change.
N will be 20 only at all times if L is the last term. If we take the last term as L, then n would mean not any term, but the last term, the number of terms. Okay. Okay, so look at this 10th question. How many terms are there in the series? So they've given the A, you have D, and here we have the last term, L we have. And we have to find the number of terms. How many terms are there? So if we have L, the number of terms is represented by which alphabet? N. N is the number of terms, right? If we have L. Okay, so we're going to use this formula L to find how many terms are there in the series. Okay, so let's substitute the values. L is 148 is equal to A is 4 plus N we have to find into D. What is D?
3.
3.
3.
Okay, so we got an equation like this with N as the missing value. Here, what does this N represent? Number of terms.
Number of terms.
Okay, so solve this equation, all of you, and tell me what is N. This is question 10.1. Okay, if you didn't get it, watch here. So n minus 1 into 3, which means n multiplied by 3 and this 1 also multiplied by 3. So n into 3 would be 3n and minus 1 into 3 would be minus 3. Okay, so now we have to take all numbers to one side. Before that, let me do 4 minus 3, which is 1. 1 plus 3n. Then take the 1 on the other side, so that will become 147 is equal to 3n. Then take the 3 down, so n is equal to 147 divided by 3, which is equal to 49. Okay. We'll go to the next type of question. See question number 11. Which term of the AP 1, 4, 7, 10, all the way till we don't know where, is 52? So they're asking which term of the AP is 52? How do we do this? So you have to find whether it is a 7th term or 8th term. For example, in this AP, what is the 3rd term?
7.
What's the 4th term?
10.
10. So they're asking you which term is 52. How do we do this? So you have to consider 52 as the last term and find n. Right? See the same formula. Imagine the last term is 52. So you're finding the number of n. No, you're finding n. N is the number of terms. Do you all understand?
Yes.
Okay. So do that now. Consider as
Yeah,
huh?
making some.
Yeah, consider 52 as the L, the last term. Okay. You can write that statement. Consider last term L as 52. Therefore, find n. Okay. Is that clear, everybody?
Yes.
I've written it on the board if anyone didn't get it. Next, we're going to the 16th question here in my book, 16. You all start off and see if you're able to understand anything from that. Question 16. Okay, so this is a completely different type of question. Okay, what have they given here? What do we understand from 16th question? What is given?
We have to find 31st term. And the 10th term is 38 and 16th term is 74.
Okay. So we have to find the 31st term. We have to find T31. Correct? And we have the
Yes.
10th term. 10th term is 38. That means T10 is 38. Correct? Now, how do we
T6.
represent T10 using that formula? T10 is A plus 9D, right? T10 is A plus 9D. So in other words, A plus 9D is equal to 38. Correct?
Yes, but no, we don't.
Yeah, we don't have A, we don't have D, right? But we have another equation, sixth term, that is T16 is 74. That means A plus 15D.
A plus 15D.
We have two equations here with A and D
One
value.
and
So how will you solve it?
simultaneously.
Simultaneous equations. Two equations with two variables, you have to use simultaneous equations to solve it.
Yes, sir.
All right, so what should we do? Add these two or subtract? Subtract. See, A is common already. Okay, so we can just do 1 minus 2 or 2 minus 1. 2 minus 1 will be better. 2 minus 1. So that is A plus 15D is equal to 74 minus A plus 9D is equal to 38. Okay, so we're subtracting. Subtracting means we're changing all the signs. This A will become minus, this plus will become minus, and this will also become minus. So A minus A would be 0. 15D minus 9D would be 6D. And 74 minus 38, 14 minus 8 is 6. 6 minus 3 is 3. So D is equal to 36 upon 6, which is equal to 6. Then you substitute D in either 1 or in 2, and you will find A. Okay, once you get A and D, then you can find the T31. Clear everyone how to do? Anna, is it clear? Okay. Anna, you know simultaneous equations? Yeah. So you know how to find D. You understood this? How we got D? Same way you know how to find A. we just substitute d in any one of the equations. So let's substitute in equation 1. So equation 1, which is a plus 9d is equal to 38, will become what? A plus 9 into 6 is equal to 38. So that is A is equal to 38 minus 9 into 6. 9 into 6, 54. Yeah. So 38 minus 54, 48. That is minus 16. Okay, we got A, we got D. Is that clear? Okay, Anna, just go through it, see if you understood it. Anyone else didn't understand? Sneha, are you understanding?
Yes, sir.
Only
What didn't you understand, Nathan?
the after finding the equations, how did we add or subtract them?
Our aim is to eliminate. This method is called what? Elimination by equating coefficients. So we're eliminating the A. Okay, now since A and A is same, we don't need to make them same. If they were not same, we had to multiply with something to make them same. Fortunately, they're already the same terms, A and A. Now we either need to add these equations or we need to subtract them. If we add them, A is not getting eliminated because A plus A would become 2A. But if we subtract them, A is getting eliminated. That is our aim, to eliminate one of the variables. So A minus A became 0. And then remaining, when we subtracted, we got this 60 is equal to 36. And then from that, we got D. Simultaneous equation is, I think we looked at in the 8th or 9th standard, right? Yvonne, which year was that? 8th, 9th? 9th, okay. So in that, there were so many methods. 3 methods were there. So we are using this method. This is the most common method that's there. Okay, we got D. Now we substitute the value D in either equation 1 or 2, and we can find A. So we got A, we got D. We can find the whole progression now because we got A and D, right? But we just need to find the 31st term. So find T31. To find T31, the formula is A plus 30D, right? So put the values of A and D over here and find T31.
We got it.
Okay, what is the T31? Okay, so T31 is equal to minus 16 plus 30 into 6. That is minus 16 plus 180, which is equal to 164. Did you get 164?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Okay.
Yes.
Everyone clear? See, these are the type of questions that will come now from this. They'll give you simultaneous equations. Okay. Look at all these questions after this. Everything is like that. Do this 20th one, same like this. If the third term of an AP is 5 and the 7th term is 9, find the 17th term. They'll give you 2 terms and tell you to find the one term. Okay, exercise 10B. Read the first question. In an AP, 10 times of its 10th term is equal to 30 times of its 30th term. Find its 40th term. So same type of equations you have to make. Okay. So what is the first statement here? 10 times of its 10th term. That means 10 into T10 is equal to, is equal to 30 times. 30 into
30th.
30th term. That's all that's given. They didn't give anything else, right? So we know that T10 should be written as what? A plus 90. And here also 30 into T30 should be written as A plus 2090. But this is only one equation. Correct? Normally in the previous exercise, we had two equations and we could solve them simultaneously. All right. So anyway, let's try to solve this. How do we solve this?
10a plus 9b.
So 10a plus 90d is equal to 30a plus 29 into 3. That is 87. 870d. So take all the a terms to one side. Okay, let's take this. So 10a minus 30a. Wait, it doesn't look like this will work. 870d minus 90d. That's minus 20a is equal to 780d. Okay, so just make a the subject here. Till here, what we did is correct. So a is equal to 780d divided by minus 20. So 0, 0 cut. And 2 and 78. So 2 3s are 6, carry 1, 2 9s are 80. Okay, so what we get is a is equal to minus 39d. Clear? We don't get exactly a value for a, we're getting it in terms of d. Because we have only one equation, no? We can't find a separately, we can't find d separately. So what we get a is minus 39d. Using this itself, we can find what they've asked. So what is the question? Find its 40th term. So what's the formula to find the 40th term? A plus 39d, right? So in place of this a, we'll put this value here. So T40 will be a is minus 39d plus 39d. So what is minus 39d plus 39d? 0.
0.
This is how you do it. So you're not exactly getting the value of a or d, but somehow you're getting the 40th term. Is everyone clear on this? Any doubt? Okay, write it down. Any doubt anyone in this? We'll go to the next one. Now again, these are all equation type of questions. Okay, it's like, problems based on quadratic equation type or problems based on linear equation, because you have to make equations. Let us do. See the third question. Okay, let's do. Okay, third question. Which term of AP 5, 15, 25 will be 130 more than its 31st term? Which term of this AP? The AP is what? 5, 15, 25. You understand the AP, right? So from this AP, which term will be 130 more than the 31st term? Do you understand the question? There are so many terms, right? So one of this term is 130 more than the 31st term. This is a question. Do you understand? Read it again. Which term of this AP will be 130 more than its 31st term? So add 130 to the 31st term and you'll get a number. The question is what term that is.
So we can do a plus 30d plus 130.
Loudly, Ahmed, once again.
A plus 30d plus 130.
Yeah.
And I still didn't get it.
Which term of this AP will be 130 more than its 31st term? See, 31st term, there is a term over there, right? So to that 31st term, if you add 130, you will get a term. The question is which term that is. Means what is the value of n, right? The number of the term they're asking. So we'll take this term as L, the last term. Okay, we'll take this as the last term and we have to find n for that last term. Is that clear, everyone?
Yes.
So we have our formula. L is equal to, we have two formulas for L. One is L is equal to A plus
N
n
minus
minus
1.
1 into D. According to this question, what is L? L is,
L equal to A plus
wait, before you write A plus, it is T31 plus 130, right? L is what? T31 plus 130. Does this make sense?
yes.
Okay. Are you all getting me?
Yes.
So we have two equations for L. One is the formula and one is we got from this question. So 1 is equal to 2, right? Because both are L. This is also L, this is also L. So we will equate these. Equate these means we will take 1 is equal to 2, the RHS of both. So RHS of the first equation is A plus n minus 1 into D, which is equal to the RHS of the second equation, which is P31 plus 130. Did you understand what we did? We took this is equal to this. Okay. So now we'll put the values. What is A?
5.
Yeah, A is 5. We have no all these things. What is our aim? What do we want to find? No, our aim is not to find the 31st term. Our aim is to find this last term, the position of the last term, which means we have to find what? N. Our
N.
aim is to find this N over here. Okay. And also one more thing, in place of T31, we have to put the value of T31. What is that? A plus 30D. Clear? All right. So now in this, you will substitute all the values. The only missing value is N. Okay. So tell me now. Is
A is 5.
so 5 plus n
N
minus
minus
1 into
1. N.
10 is equal to 5
5
plus 30 into 10 plus 130. Clear, everyone? Clear? We just substituted this n. 10. D is 10, no? D is the difference between two consecutive terms. See, your AP is 5, 15, 25, and so on. So the first term is called A. This is yesterday's class. First term is called A. And the difference between any two terms is D. So to find the difference, you do 25 minus 15 or 15 minus 5. So what's the difference? Clear? Huh? 10. That's how we got D. Clear? Okay. All of you solve this and find out what is N. Draw diagrams like this, it will help you to understand the question better. See, Aman, you're doing first only RHS is solved. Left hand, you didn't do anything. You kept it as it is. But we are losing time. You have to solve both together, okay? So 5 plus here n into 10, that's 10n minus 10 equal to 5 plus 300 plus 130. See, I've solved both sides together. So 5 minus 10. So 10n minus 5 is equal to 435. So 10n is equal to 435 plus 5, which is 440. And then n is equal to 440 upon 10, which is 44. Okay. If you're fast enough, you can skip one or two steps and you can get your answer. Okay. All right. We're done with this. Any doubt, anyone? Okay. Question 8. Question 8. Determine the AP whose third term is 16 and the seventh term exceeds the fifth term by 12. Exceeds means what? What's the meaning of the word exceeds? Exceeds means is more than. If I say my age exceeds your age by 5, what does that mean? I'm 5 years older than you. So what equation can I make using your age and my age and 5?
My age is greater than your age is greater than me.
So what equation can we make using that? Your age, my age, and and 5.
Like your my
Minus Aman's age is equal to 5. Correct?
yes.
Subtract both of our ages, we'll get 5. So that's what, when we see the word exceeds, we have to do that. Big minus small is equal to that difference. All right. So now tell me, what are the equations you can get for this question? First equation. That's simple. Leah, tell me. Third term is 16. So, huh? Tell loudly. I can't hear you. Your sound outside was so loud. I could have heard you from here. Come on, now speak half of that volume. Tell first. Third term is 16, huh?
A plus 2.
How 15? 2D, no? See, this is T3. T3 is represented as A plus 2D. And that A plus 2D is equal to 16. So this is your first equation. Okay. Second equation, seventh term exceeds the fifth term by 12. So that means seventh term is bigger than the fifth term. So if you subtract the seventh and the fifth term, you will get 12. That means, tell me, T7
N is equal to A plus 6D
minus T,
minus
T5
T
is
is
equal
equal
to 12. Okay. So then you put that here. T7 means A plus 6D minus T5 is A plus
as 4D
14 is equal to
is
12.
equal to
Simplify that, you'll get your second equation. And then simultaneously solve both the equations, you'll get your answer. Okay, solve it fast, everyone. All of you, please do this 8th one and then do the 5th one. Okay, I'll just come in a few minutes. 8 and then 5. D is equal to 6. A is equal to 4. Did all of you get this answer? 5th one, anyone got?
Sir, we are getting directly D in that equation.
Yes, because A and A gets cut off. So directly you'll get D. And then you just substitute D in the other one.
Yeah.
Any doubt in the 5th one to get the equation, anyone? Or you're all getting? Good. Third and the 9th term are 4 and minus 8. Third term is T3. Okay, then simultaneously you have to solve it. You got A and D. Then simultaneously you have to solve them. Simultaneous equations. Huh? One top, one down. Either add them or subtract them, eliminate one of them.
We have to use that L formula, last digit.
What formula?
Last digit.
I didn't get you.
L is equal to A plus N minus 1D.
For the 5th question.
Yeah.
Which term of it is 0? Yes, L you have to take as 0, correct. What? Okay, so that's A plus Okay, what is the fifth answer for A and D?
A is 8, B is -2.
And
A is
N,
2.
or the position of 0, right? So you have read like this, T5 is equal to 0. Leah, did you get the answers? What's the dot? You have to subtract these two, because A minus A will become 0, and 2 minus 8D will be minus 6D, and 4 minus minus 8. So put a sign change. Whatever it changes to, put that in bracket. So 4 plus 8 is 12. So D is equal to -2. Okay. Yes. Was there? Was there?
Anna, question 5, the fifth term is 0.
Yes, you have tried like this. T5 is equal to 0. Oh yeah, and in the eighth question, the question was determine the AP. So just don't add A and D. You have to show what the AP is. Okay, so what will be the AP? First term is
4, 10, 16, 22,
4.
and
Second term, add 6. Next, add 6. So write 4 terms and put dot dot dot. Okay, that is the AP. That's your final answer.
Now can you explain the 8th question?
Eighth question. Which part?
How we got T is equal to 6? The whole question that we could understand. I got 1.2 as T.
How we got T is equal to 6? I can't hear you clearly. I can't see you also. How we got D is equal to 6?
Yes, and
Yeah.
I do not understand how to do it.
Here 6D plus 6D minus 4D, that is 2D is equal to 12. So D is equal to 6. Directly you're getting D from the second equation.
And then we substitute.
Substitute that value of D in any one of the equations. So substitute in the first equation, you'll get A. Okay, look at the second question. It's different now. Question 2. It looks like that type of a question. How many two-digit numbers are divisible by 3? How many two-digit numbers? Okay, so what is the smallest two-digit number? Smallest two-digit number that you know is what? 10. And the biggest two-digit number is 99. Okay. So between this 10 and 99, they're asking how many numbers are divisible by 3. So what is the first two-digit number that's divisible by 3? 12. Next number that's divisible by 3? 15. Then 18. And what is the last number that's divisible by 3? 99. 99 is divisible by 3, right? It's there in 3 tables. So this is your AP. Question is how many numbers are there from 12 to 99? So what you'll do? We'll take half an hour to do that. Use AP, and how can we use these formulas to find how many terms are there in this AP? Huh? Take this 99 as L and find what is N. Right? Last term you'll take as 99 and find what is N. That's the formula. So L is equal to A plus N minus 1 into D. Come on, use formulas. Don't use Google and brain for calculation. I know you can use your brain and do, but then it will take a long time. Formula is there. Put in the formula, you'll get the answer first.
Also 30.
Okay, so N will be 30. Same like this. Do the sixth also. See the sixth one, little bigger numbers now. It is all 3-digit numbers instead of 2-digit numbers. And the question is how many 3-digit numbers are divisible by 87? We don't know 87 tables. Second question, we just need to know 3 tables, right? So we were easily able to find out the 12 and the 99, right? Because we know that 12 is in 3 tables and we also know that 99 is in 3 tables. So we got the first term and the last term. But here now, 3-digit numbers. What is the first 3-digit number?
100.
100. And the last 3-digit number is?
999.
From this, we have to see which is the first 3-digit number that's divisible by 87. How do we do that? So what we can do is we'll do 100 divided by 87, okay, to get that number. And here we'll do 999 divided by 87.
Anna 11.
Okay. So here 87 ones are 87. Okay. So what we know is that it is 1 point something. So the first multiple of 87 will be the number greater than 1 point something. The whole number that's greater than 1 point something. So what is a whole number that's greater than 1 point something? 2. So 87 into 2 will be the first term. Because see, 1 is not the first term. 87 into 1 is smaller than, it's a 2-digit number. So 87 into 2 will be the first term. Now to get the last term, we have to do this. So 999 divided by 87. So here 87, ones are 87, remainder is 12, bring down 9. Then 87 into 2 will be greater than this. So 87 into 1 only is again 87. And then we're out of numbers. So what we've understood is 87 into 11 point something will be 999. Correct? 87 into 11 point something is 999. So the whole number lesser than 11 point something is 11. See, the first term A is 87 into 2. The last term is 87 into 11. Because 11 point something is going to 999, which is the last 3-digit number. We need a number that's smaller than 999. So it is into 11. And for the first number, into 1 point something is that 100. So we need something bigger than that. So it's into 2. We're just getting an approximate idea of 87 into what is the first term and 87 into what is the last term. So here we got 87 into 2 is the first term and 87 into 11 would be the last term. Do you understand? So 87 into 2, do that, you'll get A. 87 into 11, you'll get the last term L. And the difference will be how much? Difference is 87. Because you're doing 87 tables, right? The difference between every term is 87. All right, so we have A, we have D, we have L. What do we have to find? We have to find L. Okay, the answer should be 10. Ryan, you got 10 or 11?
Anna, I got 10 actually. Before that, I had included 87 also.
Yeah, 87 is not a 3-digit number. Huh? So,
After
yeah.
that,
I got 10.
Okay, so your homework is this whole exercise. These are the 2 main type of questions that will come here. One is where you have to make an equation and one like this between this and this. Okay. All right, we'll stop with this. Complete 10B as your homework. Do as many as you can. Let's see you all. Bye. Okay, in question 10, they have given determine the value of k for which k square plus 4k plus 8, comma, 2k square plus 3k plus 6 and 3k square plus 4k plus 4 are in AP. So they have given 3 terms of the AP and they're asking you to find out what is k. How do we do this? Huh?
The second term minus the first term equal to the third term minus the
Okay, okay. So you have to make an equation somehow, right? So the equation is they're using D to make the equation. Okay, how do we find D? To find D, you can do T2 minus T1. Another way is you can do T3 minus T2. These are two ways to get the difference, and both these are equal. Right, so this is the way you make your equation. T2 minus T1 will be equal to T3 minus T2. So yeah, you should get a quadratic equation which you have to solve and you'll find K. Anyone did this? You did this? You did this? You did this. Anyone else did this question? Nathan, you joined late. Put your camera on. You joined at 5:21. Okay, that's done. Any other doubt, anyone? 13th. Any other doubt, anyone? 11th one. If A, B, and C are in AP, show that 4A, 4B, and 4C are in AP. So there is a there are some laws. If you take an AP, for example, 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, this is an AP. Now to this AP, you can either add something or minus something or multiply something or divide something to every term, and that will also be an AP. For example, if I add 3 to every term, okay, what will be my AP? If I add 3 to every term, so this will be 5, then 4 plus 3, 7, 6 plus 3, 9, 8 plus 3, 11. This is also an AP. You see, so you can add something, you can multiply something, subtract, or you can divide something, you will still get an AP. That is a law. Okay. Or let's say if I multiply 10 with every term of the AP, what will I get? 20, 40, 60, 80. You see, this is also an AP with a difference of 20. Right. So here what they're doing in the 11th one, ABC are in AP. Show that 4A, 4B, and 4C are in AP. So how are they getting 4A, 4B, and 4C? By multiplying every term of the AP with 4. That's how you get this AP. So the law states that if you multiply the same term with every term of the AP, you will get an AP. That's all. And for the second one, what are they doing to the original AP? They're adding 4. So since 4 is added to every term of the AP, it's still an AP. So you're just writing the statement. Is that clear? Okay, so you can add something, subtract something, multiply something, or divide something to every term of the AP, and the resultant AP, the resultant whatever you get will still be in AP. Okay. Okay, any other doubt? 15th one. In an AP, if mth term is n and the nth term is m, show that the rth term is m plus n minus r. So, yeah, like these, some confusing questions are there, which might not generally come. Okay. So what do they mean anyway? Let's try to solve it. Mth term is n. That means Tm is equal to n, right? And the nth term, that means Tn is equal to m. Show that the rth term is m plus n minus r. How do we do this? So mth term means a plus m minus 1 in m minus 1 into d. Correct? If you substitute the value m in place of n, I mean, this is a formula, right? Tn is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. So if I put m over there, this is what I'm getting. Same way for this also. I'll get a plus n minus 1 into d. Okay, so we have these two equations. N is a plus m minus 1 into d and m is a plus n minus 1 into d. So TR would be what? A plus R minus 1 into D. Correct? Um, we'll have to do some substitutions. From the first and second equation, we have to somehow substitute it here. So in your final answer, you need only M, N, and R, which means you need to eliminate A and D. From the first equation, if you make A the subject, A will be equal to N minus M minus 1 into D. And this gets very complicated. From the second equation, if you make A the subject, you will get M minus N minus 1 into D. Ryan, you joined 12 minutes late, Ryan. Very bad. Anyway, I'm not something you have to do like this. You have to substitute this, substitute. If you sit and try, you'll somehow get it. Or you can check online where they have these things. You know, because even I'm not sure on how to do this. So the questions that you get generally will be number-based questions. You'll have number in it, so that it becomes easier. Okay. So leave this one. Any other doubt from A from this chapter exercise? Okay, we'll go to the next then. All right. So in the first two exercises, we had only one formula. I mean, two formulas, but it is from that one formula only. That one formula was to find Tn. And the formula is what? Tn is equal to, Leah?
And
A plus N minus 1 into D. See, from this formula only we get no T10. T10 term will be what? A plus N minus 1 means 10 minus 1. That's
10 minus 1.
D. T20 would be A plus 19D. T23 would be A plus 22D. See, all these formulas we're deriving from this one formula. Correct? That's the one formula we had. Okay. Now, in this next part of the chapter, you have two more formulas to find the sum of the terms. Till now, we never found the sum of the terms of an AP. Right? If there's an AP, and you have to find the sum of the terms. Okay, for example, I'll give you an AP. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. And I ask you, what is the sum of this AP? Right? Slowly you can do 2 plus 4 plus 6. You can add it. But there is a formula. So the find this is n upon 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Okay, what's the formula? S is equal to n upon 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So let's use this formula now and find out the sum. Okay, so tell me, what is n? N is the number of terms. How many terms are here? 7. So 7 upon 2. Okay, unfortunately, we can't cut this. So leave it as it is. Then 2 into A is 2 plus n minus 1. N is 7. So n minus 1 is 6. 6 into D. What is D? Difference. Difference is 2. Okay, so that is 7 upon 2 into 2 2s are 4 plus 6 2s are 12. So 7 upon 2 into 6 plus 12 is, 4 plus 12 is 16. 7 8s are 56. Okay, if you want, you can confirm it by just adding all these and seeing if you're getting 56. Do you all understand this formula? Write it down and learn it. After writing this, do the first question here.
$66.
Going negative, no? You're doing the first one earlier?
I can count.
What 1331? 1331 is a number or some? What are you telling?
S is equal to 1, 2, 3.
But it's going in negative. No, it will be negative. What do you got?
Minus 970.
Minus 979. Okay, A is 8. D is minus 5. Right? And
Yes.
22 terms. So N is 22.
22.
Formula is what? N upon 2 into 2A plus N minus 1 into D. Sorry.
Where's the doctor?
Okay, honest on the dining table is better. Minus 89.
Yes, sir. 21 into 5. I did 2 into minus 5.
It's minus 789. Correct? No? Oh, sorry, 989. Correct?
971.
Oh, sorry.
79.
Yeah. 9 plus 9, I thought. Okay, 9 plus 8 is 17. 979, right? Minus 979 is the answer.
Now, can you explain that formula once again, please?
Formula is just this S is equal to N upon 2. It's used, the formula is used to find the sum of an AP. So you need all these values. You need A, you need N, and you need D. Put the values in the formula and solve it. Is that clear, Nathan?
Yes, sir.
Okay, look at the fifth question. Do the fifth question. Write down the formula for every question. That way it'll help you to learn it also.
Sir, which question?
Fifth question in my book. Is it the same in your book? Okay.
It is. Yes, fifth only.
Okay. Anyone understood this? Find the sum of the first 51 terms of an AP whose second and third terms are 14 and 18.
Sir,
So
5610.
5610. Okay. If anyone didn't get it, second term, that means T2. T2 is represented as A plus D. That A plus D is 14. This will be your first equation. And then T3, third term. That is A plus 2D is equal to 18. That will be your second. In fact, you can directly get D very easily. To get D, you can just do T3 minus T2 because they are consecutive terms. If you do T3 minus T2 itself, directly you'll get the difference. That is 18 minus 14. You got D. You don't have to do all the simultaneous equations to get D. Okay, so once you get D, then you can find A. So take this formula here, put D over here. So A will be 14 minus 4. Right, if you take the D to the right side, 14 minus 4, so A is 10. Okay, so we got D, we got A. Now we have, they're asking find the sum of the 51 terms. So N is 51 and find sum. So you have all your values A, D, and N. Next is question 8. Similar to that, what we did yesterday. So try to recall what we did and do the same way.
Hello. I got 10710.
10710. Let's see. So 51 upon 2 into 2A plus 50 into 10. Sorry, 50 into 4. It's 51 into 110. Five six 10, right?
So for eighth question, we have to use some formula. No?
Before you use it, yeah, you have to use some formula, but before that, you need to find the AP.
Yes, sir. I got AP. Last number is 999, and first is 252.
252.
So yes.
Good.
So, but what will be the n in that formula?
Yes. So now there's a problem here. Correct. We don't have N. So I will tell you what to do. Okay. In this eighth question, 252,000, all the numbers divisible by 9. So we know the divisibility test for 9. So which is the first number after 250 that is divisible by 9? You know, the divisibility test for 9 is you have to add the digits and the sum should be in 9 tables. So 2 plus 5 is 7 plus 2 is 9. So 252 is the first number that's divisible by 9. 2 plus 5 plus 2 is how much? It's 9, right? So 252 is the first number. And the last number below 1000, what's the number that's divisible by 9?
999.
999. That's a 9 plus 9 plus 9 is 27, which is the 9 tables. So this is your AP, starting with 252, ending with 999. Sneha, Nathan, and Ryan, don't let me tell you. Put your cameras on. See, there was another way. Like if, like in yesterday's question, we had divisibility of 81 or something. Remember? For that, we had to divide with 81, and then we had to see what this number is. Okay, and for the first number, we had to see the number after this. And the last number, we had to see the number before that. we have to use some tricks to find out the AP. But for 9, it's quite easy because we know the divisibility test. For 9, we can find out our AP like this. Okay. So what all we know? We know A. A is 252. We know, what else we know?
D.
The difference is, what's the difference between two consecutive terms? 9, because it's all nine multiples of 9, right? Numbers which are divisible by 9. So every number is 9 apart from each other. Okay. Now what we don't know is we don't know n. We don't know how many terms are in the AP. And for our formula, we need A, D, and N. But what we have is we have the last term, which is L. L is 999. Okay, so we don't have N. We have to find what? Sum. Okay, so for this case, we have another formula. Okay, so that's where you have the second formula for S. S is equal to N upon 2 into A plus L. Okay, so we have two formulas to find sum. The first formula was if we have what all? If we have A, N, and D, or A, D, and N. And the second formula is if we have A, N, and L, no D. I mean, what is the difference? Yeah, in place of D, we have L here, right? So do we have these values? Oh, no, wait, we still have a problem. Here we need what all? A, N, and L. Only D was replaced with L. So this formula also we can't use, no? Because we don't have
N.
N. See, N is compulsory.
Yeah, sir, if they would have given the total sum, so we can replace the sum and N.
What?
If they would have given the total sum, so we can take the sum that side and we can shift that N, make the
Yeah, but
sum.
we don't have sum. No, that's a problem. We need to find the sum. So sum is not there. Right. So we can't use both the sum formulas. In the first sum formula, what all do we need? A,
A, D, N.
A, D, and N. In the second sum formula, what all we need?
A, L, N.
A, L, and
Or
N.
N.
Right. So only the D was replaced with L. Now in this, we don't have N. See, both the formulas need N. So we cannot use any of the sum formulas. So what we'll do is we'll use the L formula. Okay, what is the L formula? A plus N minus 1 into D. So now in this formula, we have L, we have A, we have D, we can find N. Understand? And after we find N, then we can use any of the sum formulas to find the sum. Is that
Yes,
clear,
sir.
everyone? Okay, so do that. First use the L formula. Okay, first use this formula. And second, you can use any of the sum formulas. Try the second formula for sum. Do. Okay, so first using the L formula.
The answer 52542 is only that.
Okay, so both of you got different answers. What is D once again? I mean, N once again, everyone?
84.
84. I hope all of you got 84 as N first. Okay, and then after that, everyone got different answers. Anna, what you got?
I got 84.
Yeah, that is N. After that?
Yeah. 999.
756. Yeah, subtraction of that.
2,540.
What is N? N is correct. N all of you got same, but your other one is wrong. Huh? Okay. Okay, now to find sum, you can use any of the formulas. So I'll use a simpler formula, which is this: n upon 2 into a plus l.
84 upon 2 into 252 plus 991. So we can cut that to 84 upon 2.
So 42 into 1251.
Yes, sir. Five four 2543.
Yeah, 52,542.
Yes.
Okay, that's the answer. You got that? You took wrong value for L or what? What do you took for L? 1. Oh, 1. You thought that was 1 or what? There's L. Okay, A plus L. See, this formula is actually more understandable. First term plus last term into number of terms divided by 2. If you have many terms in a series, you can just add the first and last multiplied with the number of terms and divided by 2 to get the sum of the series. Okay, so that's what we're using here. Okay, so see, this is the whole chapter actually. We have seen all the formulas. There's nothing more in this. Totally, how many formulas are there?
3.
3 or 4, yeah. First is the Tn formula, which is modified as L also, and then 2 formulas
Yes.
for sum. Okay, so totally 3 formulas only, and we have seen all of them. Now the questions will come very complex in this way and that way, and simultaneous equations will come in. Sometimes quadratic might come in. Okay, linear equations might come in. Okay, so they will mix up everything and ask you. Okay, do this 14th question from here. The fourth term of an AP is 11, and the 8th term exceeds twice the 4th term by 5. Okay, so it's like problems on linear or problems on quadratic equation. Okay, so you have to make equations. Here you get 2 equations, and then you have to simultaneously solve them. Okay, so try it out, everyone. This will be the last question, and then we'll do. Bye.
Exceeds twice means
Exceed means plus, and then 2 into. More than.
so eighth term
Huh?
value is 5.
What, Ahmed?
The fourth term by 5 means
8th term exceeds twice the 4th term by 5. What does that mean, everyone? Yeah. No, exceeds. Who's bigger here? 8th term is bigger, 4th term is bigger.
fourth term, which is exceeding.
No. 8th term exceeds twice the 4th term, which means 8th term is bigger.
Yes.
Okay. So T8 is bigger. Bigger by how much? Exceeds is equal to twice the 4th term by 5. Okay. So see, there are many ways to write this, but T8 is, wait, how do I, let's, which one do you understand the best? You tell me. Based on what you understand, I'll make the equation. The 8th term exceeds twice the 4th term by 5. What do you understand from this?
Equal to 2 into fourth term.
Correct. Come on, anyone else?
Eighth term is equal to 2 into fourth term by 5
What is by 5?
into
Into 5? No. By 5 means you have to add 5, no? If I say my age is exceeds your age by 5 means your age plus 5 is my age, no? So same way,
yes.
T8 is 2 times T4 exceeds by 5 means you have to add 5. You add 5 to this, you will get T8. Did you understand? Or you can also say, since T8 is bigger, you can do T8 minus 2T4 is equal to 5. If my age minus your age is also 5. Correct? Suppose I say my age exceeds Leah's age by 5. What does it mean? My age minus your age is 5. Or my age is your age plus 5, no? There are many ways to write the equation. You understand? So both of these are correct. Whichever you want to use, you can use. Clear, everyone? So this is your second equation. What's your first equation? Fourth term of an AP is 11. That means, oh, we have the fourth term. Fourth term is 11. You can directly put that here. Correct? Okay, anyway, try solving it. You have to find the AP of the sum of the first 50 terms. So solve this and find what is A and what is D first. Find the AP. Yeah, so we got the fourth term which is given 11 and the eighth term which is 27. So A plus 3D is equal to 11 and A plus 7D is equal to 27. Simultaneously, we'll solve them. Our aim is to eliminate A. To eliminate A, we will subtract both equations. That means the second equation signs will all change. So A minus A becomes 0, 7D minus 3D becomes 4D, and 27 minus 11, that is 16. So
16.
D will be 16 upon 4, which is 4. Okay, we got D. Then substitute the value of D in any of the equation. Let's substitute D in equation 1. So A plus 3 into D, that is 3 into 4 is equal to 11. So A is equal to 11 minus
Minus
12.
A
That's
is equal to minus.
equal to minus 1. All right. So with A and D, you can find the AP. So they're saying find the AP and the sum of the first 50 terms. So first you write the AP. So what will be your AP? First term is minus 1. Second term will be plus 4 to it. 3. Again plus 4 to that. 7. Again plus 4 to that. 11. And so on. This is your AP. Understood? Anyone has any doubt in finding the AP? Now find the sum of 50 terms. So which formula will we use? The one which has D or the one which has L?
One which is D.
D, because we don't have L. We don't have the last term. Okay, so what's the formula here? N upon 2 into 2A plus N minus 1 into D. Use that and find the sum of 50 terms. Good. L is not, the last term is not 50. The last term is the 50th term. We don't know what the 50th term is. Okay. Yeah, they're asking to find sum of 50 terms. So N is 50.
So 146.
146. Okay. I hope all of you get this answer. 4850. What's this? Okay, the rest of the questions in this exercise is your homework. Okay. Okay, question number 13. The sum of n natural numbers is 5n square plus 4n. Find its eighth term. Okay, so sum of n natural numbers, that means sum of whatever is 5n square. Okay, sum of n numbers. Sum of n numbers is 5n square plus 4n. And the eighth term, that means T8, which is a plus 7d, is equal to what? This is what they're asking. Right. Find the eighth term. All right. So what we have only one thing. Sum of n natural numbers is 5n square plus 4n. Now, what's the formula for sum? So we have two formulas. The first formula is what? N upon 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So that is equal to, this is a formula for sum, right? So this sum is equal to 5n square plus 4n. Yeah. If you use the second formula for sum, which is n upon 2 is into a plus l, that is also equal to 5n square plus 4n. Okay, what do we do now? Now each of these equations have missing a, n, and d. This also has a, n, and this has d, no, a, n, and l. We can try probably solving each of these equations, simplifying it. Okay, let's, I don't know. How else can we do this? Let me see, there's an example like this. Oh, okay. Listen. Yeah, so what we do here is, we can use this formula to find the sum of one term and the sum of two terms. Okay. Sum of one term would be what?
A plus D.
No. Just imagine there's a series, okay? And sum of the first term will be what actually? It will be the first term itself,
Yes.
correct? Sum of
Yeah.
will be the first term, okay? So sum of first term will be A, and sum of two terms will be first and second term. If you add, you get A plus D, correct? Okay.
Yes.
Let's apply the sum of first term 1. In place of n, we'll put 1 over here. Okay, so what we'll get here? 5 into 1 square plus 4 into 1. You understood what we did? What did we do?
9.
Yeah, we're finding sum of first term, which means we're finding the first term itself, now which is equal to 5 plus 4, that is 9. Okay, so what we have is, we have A. A is equal to 9. We got the first term. Okay, now we'll find the sum of two terms. That means the first and the second term, A plus D. Okay, so applying this formula over here, sum of A plus, sum of two terms means, in this formula you put 2. 2 square plus 4 into 2. Right? And we have A already. So 9 plus D is equal to 5 into 4 plus 8. That means 9 plus D is equal to 20 plus 8.
19.
And so D is equal to 28 minus 9. D is equal to 90. Okay. See, from the sum of first term we got A, and from using the sum of two terms we got D also. You understand? That's all we need, right? A and D. Now you can find the eighth term. Eighth term, which is T8, will be A plus 7D. That is A is 9 plus 7 into 19. Yeah. Is that clear, everyone, how to do this? So,
Yes, sir.
don't need this starting here, what I wrote. That's wrong. That's it. So how did we start this? This is sum of one term is the first term, and like that we were able to get the first term. And sum of two terms is A plus D, and we had the value of A. We could find the value of D. Okay. Write it down, everyone. Okay, anyway, we'll go to the next logic. Okay, we'll see the remedy later on. Okay. Suppose I'll give you a series again, 3, 5, 7, 9. Okay. Now, how do we represent each of these terms of the AP? First term we represented it as A. Second term we represented as A plus D. Third term we represented as A plus 2D. Next term as A plus 3D and so on. Correct. What if we go backwards? Suppose I write one more term on this side. Then what should I write this as? A minus D. Correct? And if I write one more term behind this, which is minus 1, that'll be what?
A plus A minus
A minus 2D. If I go back one more step, that'll be
A minus 3D.
A minus 3D. You understand? See, your terms don't have to start always from A. You can start that from anywhere. You know, the terms you could represent the first term as A minus D, second term as A, third term as A plus D. Doesn't matter, however it is. You understand? Okay. So that's what we're going to do now. Now, suppose I tell you there are 3 terms in an AP, or there are 4 terms in an AP, and we don't know what the terms are. Okay. For example, look at this first question. Find 3 numbers in an AP whose sum is 24 and whose product is 440. So what we know about this AP? Sum is 24, product is 440. How many terms are in this AP? 3 terms. So whenever we have 3 terms in the AP, we will consider the 3 terms as this, this, and this. 3 terms. If there are 3 terms, this is how we'll consider A minus D, A plus D. Symmetrical. The middle term we will take it as A, not the first term. Okay. You will see why. Okay, when we apply in the formulas, you will see. Now just remember this rule. If you have 3 terms in an AP, you will take first term as A minus D, second term as A, third term as A plus D. The explanation I will tell you when it comes. If you have 5 terms in an AP, you will take A minus 2D, A minus D, A plus D, and A plus 2D. These are your 5 terms. So for odd numbers, this is how you'll do it. 3 terms means 1, 2, and 3. 5 terms means 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is for odd number of terms. If there are even number of terms, you want it to be symmetrical. How can you do this symmetrically if there are even number of terms? Even number doesn't have one term in the middle, right? So we can't use A. So for even, we will, if there are 2 terms in the AP, we will take A minus D and A plus D. We're going to skip the A. If you have 4 terms, we'll take A minus 3D, A minus D, A plus D, and A plus 3D. We're skipping one term. That also makes an AP. In an AP, even if you skip one term, you'll still have an AP. See, just imagine this AP. If I skip every alternate number and just have minus 3, 1, 5, 9, is it still an AP? It's still an AP. Okay.
Yes.
So you can skip terms like this and it will still be an AP. So that's what we're going to do when we don't know any terms of the AP. Okay. So what I've written in red is for the odd numbers and what I've written in blue is for the even.
After one, next one.
Yeah. So like we're taking a minus 3d, a minus d, a plus d, a plus 3d. We're skipping every alternate ones when it is even numbers. Okay, is this clear, everyone? Okay, just write down this much. Just write these values a minus d, a minus 2d, and put these lines like this to show odd and even. You will understand it better when we do this sum. So what do we have in the first question? Find three numbers in AP whose sum is this and product is this. So when we have three numbers, how do we represent the AP as? Let take AP as, what are the terms?
minus b,
A minus D, A and
a plus b.
A plus D. Okay, so using these three terms, let's make these equations. So first equation is sum is 24. That means what? A minus D plus A plus A plus D is equal to 24. Right, the sum of these three terms is 24. Okay, so simplify this. What do we have? A minus D plus A plus A plus D is equal to 24. What happens here? Minus D plus D gets cut off. And we have A plus A plus A, that is 3A is equal to 24. You see why we took symmetrically? So that the D's will get cut off. Okay, whenever you
Yes.
use any equation like this. So A is equal to 24 upon 3, which is 8. Everyone clear? What if we did not take symmetrically? What if we just took A plus D and A plus 2D as the three terms? If you make an equation out of it, D would not get eliminated. We will have A plus A
Yes.
plus A, which is 3A, and D plus 2D, which will be 3D. You'll have 3D, 3A plus 3D, and you will not eliminate any of the variables. Okay, so that is why we took it symmetrically. All right, now the second equation. What's the second equation, Aman?
A minus d
Sum is over, no?
Yes.
What?
into a plus d
The
is
product,
equal to
that is A
440.
minus D into A into A plus D is equal to
440.
440. Understand? So we already have the value of A. So substitute the value of A over here. That is 8 minus D into 8. I'll put that 8 in the beginning. Into 8 plus D is equal to 440. So how do we solve this?
60.
A minus D into A plus D. We have an identity. What's the identity?
A plus b into a minus b.
What is it?
That is a square minus b square.
A square minus
B square.
B square is equal to 440. So you can simplify this and find the value of D. Correct? All right, do it. Okay, the answer for this D will be 3. Anna, if you got 9, is that D square is 9 or D is 9?
D square.
If D square is 9, then D will be square root of 9.
Oh, okay.
So that is 3. Okay, the next question is a fifth one. Very
Yes,
similar to this. All of you do this fifth question from my book. So here also, how many terms are there? 5 terms. 5 numbers.
Five terms.
So what are the 5 numbers? First will be
A plus 2d.
A minus 2D. Then A minus D. Then A in the middle. Then A plus D and A plus 2D. Use that to make these equations. The first equation is that sum is 12 1 by 2. So when you add all of that, you'll get 12 1 by 2. Second equation is the ratio of the first to the last term is 2:3. That means the first number is to the last number. What's the first number? A minus 2D. And the last number is A plus 2D. Right? Out of the 5 terms that you took, these are the first and the last term. Their ratio is 2:3. Read the question, see if you understood it. What layer? Got it? No? Yes? So make this as a fraction. A minus 2d upon a plus 2d is equal to 2 upon 3. Anyway, you got it? From the first equation, you will get the value of what? You will get a, because the d's will get cut off, just like what happened here. See here how the d's got cut off? In that one also the d's will get cut off, so you'll get the value of a. Then you put the value of a in this equation and you can find d.
Yes,
All right,
sir.
you try it out and you will rejoin the meeting. When you write, now you're supposed to actually do this chapter after ratio and proportion because you see there are ratios over here. Okay. But anyway, let me give you an example of what a ratio is. 2:3 is a ratio, right? That's what we used over here. Now it's another ratio, that is 4:6. That's another ratio. Now are these two ratios equal? Is 2:3 means 2 upon 3. So is 2 upon 3 equal to 4 upon 6? Yes, right. If you cut it, you get 2 upon 3, right? So since these two ratios are equal, we say these two ratios are in proportion. So 2:3 is proportional to 4:6. So the sign for proportionality is the double is 2. This is read as is as. It's read as is as. IS, IS, AS, not double S. Okay. So how do you read this? 2:3 is as 4:6. Is that clear? Not clear. I don't know what you're thinking. Okay. Anyway, so here, now in this proportionality, this 3 and the 4, they are called the mean. And this 2 and 6, they are called extremes. Okay, you understood what's mean and what's extreme? Now, let us look at the cross multiplication for this. And by the way, is as means equal to, right? Suppose I say 2:3 is as 4:6, it means 2 upon 3 is equal to 4 upon 6. Now, if we cross multiply this, what do we get? We'll get 2 into 6 equal to 3 into 4. If you cross multiply, and that's true, right? 2 into 6 is 12, and 3 into 4 is also 12. Okay, so if you look at 2 and 6 over here, what is 2 and 6? 2 and 6 are the extremes, and the 4 and 3 are the mean. So in other words, 2 into 6 is equal to 3 into 4 can be written as product of extremes is equal to product of means. What is that? Product of extreme is equal to product of mean. It's just a fancy way of doing cross multiplication. That's all. It's actually cross multiplication only, right? But when we write it as ratios, we don't say cross multiplication because there's nothing to cross over here, right? So that time we say it as product of extreme, that is 2 into 6 will be equal to 3 into 4. Is that clear? Is everyone clear of what this means? Okay. Okay, keeping this in mind, look at the fourth question. So here divide 96 into 4 parts. Okay, so when you have 4 parts, okay, how do we represent the AP as? First term will be 4 terms. 4 terms in an AP. First term is what? A minus 3D. Second term is A minus
A minus 2D.
D. Next term is A plus D. And the last term is A plus 3D. Right, we do it, no? That is how you represent your AP. Okay. All right, now divide 96 into 4 parts, which are in AP. Okay, so that means if you add these 4 parts, you will get 96. That's what they mean, no? Divide 96 into 4 parts. Doesn't actually mean division. 4 parts, when you add them, you will get 96. So that is your first equation. Add these, you'll get 96. From that, what will you get is, you will get something. Anyway, you try that out. And the ratio between the product of their means to the product of their extremes is 15:9. That means what? Ratio between the product of their means. Which are the means? These two are the means. So product of their means to the product of the extremes. Means product of means divided by product of extreme will be equal to 15 upon 7. Okay, so like that you get your two equations. All right. Some of you would have already understood that when you add these terms, what happens to the D? The
Get
D,
eliminated.
right? Minus D minus 3D plus D.
Yes.
3D gets eliminated. So from the first equation, you will directly get A. And then you can directly substitute the value of A in the second equation and find D.
Yes.
Any doubt?
So what will be the second equation?
Second
Product of their.
product of mean is to product of extreme is equal to 15:7. So product of mean means A minus D into A plus D.
A
This is
plus B is equal to.
this is the product of means. So the ratio between the product of mean to the product of extreme, that is A minus 3D into A plus 3D. Do you understand, everyone? This two is the product of what? The means. And that is to these two are what? The product of extremes. So this ratio will be equal to what? 15:7. So this is your second equation. Write it as a fraction. Substitute the value of A in it. Cross multiply to whatever you have to do. Find D. Okay, all of you do this question. First you write down this, what is mean and what is extreme. Yeah, so continuing, this would be what we get. 576 minus D square upon 576 minus 9D square is equal to 15 upon 7. Here we will cross multiply. What was 7 into 576?
4,032.
7 6 are 42, so it has to be 2 as the last digit. And 15 into 576?
8,640.
15 into 9, 135 D square. Okay, take the D squares on the left and the numbers on the right. So 135 D square minus 7D square is equal to 8640 minus 4032. By the way, anyone got the answer for D? How much? 6. Okay. So 135 minus 7 is 128 D square is equal to, here if we subtract what we get, 0846, correct? So D square is equal to 4608 divided by 128. So mostly they get divided. 4608 divided by 128. So 128 threes are 380. What is 28 into 3? 25, 75, 84. Calculator. So 3, 1, 6, 15, 10. 10 minus 4, 6. 15 minus 8, 7. Bring down 8. 120. Okay, 6, 7, 68. Okay, so we get d square is equal to 36. Therefore, d is equal to 6. Okay. All right. I hope everyone's clear with this. So yeah, your homework obviously is to finish up the rest of this. Okay. See what you can do. Whatever you can't do, we'll do in the next class. Okay. The 10th and 11th, if you have it in your book, there are hints given for it. See that one. Tomorrow you don't have any practice or anything, right? You have. Huh?
The remaining questions are similar to this one.
Yeah, most of them. But there are some with angles and all. And insert one arithmetic mean between 3 and 13. Okay, what is that? What does arithmetic mean? If three numbers A, capital A and B are in arithmetic progression, then capital A is called the arithmetic mean between A and B. So if three numbers are in mean, the middle number is called the arithmetic mean. So same like mean. How do you find the mean is the first number plus the last number divided by 2. Right. So in this question, look at the 9th question. Insert one arithmetic mean between 3 and 13. What will you do? 3 plus 13 divided by 2. That's it. Okay. Other questions are similar to what we have here only. Okay. This should be actually the end of the chapter. Now after this, it just gets a little complex and they have different variations and all that. Okay. But the chapter is almost done with this type of questions. F is a combination of everything that we have. Okay. So try doing as many questions as you can from D and also from F. D and F.
Sir, in our book only till 10D only.
You don't have E and F?
No.
Then that's it then. Okay, 10D completed, then the chapter is done. Okay.